वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। ओम नमो भगवते पुराण पुरुषोत्तमाय। ओम जयति पराशर सूनु सत्यवती हृदय नंदनो व्यासो यस्यास्ति कमलगल्तम वाग्मय ममृतम जगत्पेवती विश्वसर्ग विसर्गादि नवलक्षण लक्षतम श्रीकृष्णाक्षम परम धाम जगद्धाम नमामि तत् प्रेरणया प्रवर्तितो हम बराकुरूपोऽपि तस्य हरेः पदकमलं वंदे श्री चैतन्य देवस्य वंदेहं श्री गुरु श्री पदकमलं श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं साग्र जातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये उल्लल बल्लव लल्मा धर पल्लव पानोत्तम नौमि समल्लीमालं हरिर् हल्लीशुकोल्लसितं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पत्तानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Very auspicious Shri Ashtakalvi Leela Smaran, the meditation of the routine of Shri Krishna. Shri Siddha Krishna's Data is describing and meditating on the Purvana Leela, pre-moon Leela, and there Shri Krishna is playing with his colleagues, with his friends, and he is tending cows in Shri Vrindavan. And Kvachit Krida Parishranta, it is 163 third verse. 163. Kvachit Krida Parishranta. गोपोत्संगोप वर्णन स्वयं विश्राम्यत्यार्यं पाद संवाहन आदि. Sometimes Shri Krishna makes Shri Balaram lie late, and he do massages and caressing of his lotus feet. So Shri Krishna is himself doing massage of Shri Balaram. So in this way, there is no any hesitation. Everyone is serving everyone. So as they are friends, so they have no hesitation. And Shri Balaram is a elder brother, so he is making massage of Shri Balaram. So Kvachit Kriya Prashrantam. Shri Balaram is tired by playing and wrestling and tending cows. So he becomes somewhat tired. So Krida Prashrantam. Gopot Sangopa Vardhanam. And Balaram is sleeping, lying in the lap of a goat. So placing his crown on the lap of a goat, Shri Balaram is sleeping, lying, and Swayam Vishramyati Aryan. And Shri Krishna is massaging his feet. So Swayam Vishramyati Aryan. And Shri Krishna is serving Shri Balaram. Pada Sammahanadivi. Sometimes he do massage in his feet, sometimes on his back, on his arms, and in this way, Shri Krishna is Vishramayati, make him take rest. Pada Sambhahanari. It is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Kvachit And it is said that while Shri Krishna is massaging Shri Balaram, then he gives his complexion even to Shri Balaram. And in this way, all over bridge, there is the complexion of Shri Balaram is always dark, not Goredauji. Very few idols are of a white color, otherwise fair color, otherwise they are dark colors. And Shri Krishna, everywhere the Swarup of Shri Balaram is found in Brij, that is black. So Shri Krishna has given his complexion also to Shri Balaram. So Swam Sambhayati Aryam Pad Sambhahanadivi. In this way, Shri Krishna is massaging his feet and gives his complexion also to Shri Balaram. Pad Sambhahanadivi. Kvachit Pallav Koeshu Talpeshu Nudhashram Kashyata. Sometimes Pallav Talpeshu, a very beautiful bed is there made of leaves and grass. So Pallav Talpeshu Nudhashram Kashyataha. Shri Krishna himself lies on that Pallav Talp, on that bed. Nudhishram Kashyataha. As Shri Krishna is tired by wrestling with his friends. So after wrestling, Shri Krishna is also taking rest. Nudhishram Kashyataha. Nudhishram means wrestling, fighting. So having the fight or wrestling, Shri Krishna is Shram Kashyataha, is tired and he is sleeping. Vrikshamulashvashete. And sometimes taking the rest of a vriksha, support of a vriksha. Shri Krishna is sleeping under that tree. So Vrikshamulashvashete. Gopot Sangopavarahana. And the lap of a gop, a friend, is his pillow. And on his gop utsang means lap of his friend is just like using it as a pillow. Shri Krishna is sleeping in the lap of a Sakha. And Sakha is very delicately is massaging on his forehead. In this way, every Sakha is very much eager to serve Shri Krishna in any way. So, Vrikshamulashvashete Bhav.Sangr. Utsang means the lap of a goat. Varahana, that means that is just like using it as a pillow. Shri Krishna is sleeping there. Pad Sambhahanam Chakruhu Kechit Tasya Mahatmana Apare Hatapatmano Vijanai Sambijayan. Pad Sambhahanam Chakruhu Kechit Tasya Mahatmana. Shri Krishna is very liberal, Mahatma, and being very much liberal, he gives the opportunity to serve himself. So in this way, the Sakhaga, friends of Shri Krishna, is serving Shri Krishna and they are massaging his path, his feet. So Sakha is also, Shri Krishna is massages the feet of Shri Baldev, and Sakhaga also they massages the feet of Shri Krishna, as well as Shri Krishna also massages do massage in the feet of Sakhaga. So in this way, Pad Sambhahanam Chakruhu Kechit Tasya. Some friend is just pressing and massaging the feet of Shri Krishna. Tasya Mahatmana. Mahatmana means in this way Shri Krishna is giving his service, the opportunity to serving him in this way. So, Tasya Mahatmana. He is giving this opportunity and availing that opportunity. Sakhagan are very, very much happy. Apare Hatupatman and the other friends, Vyajani Samivijan, are making and they are making wind with the fan. Fan. So Vyajani Samivijan. Fanning. Yes, fanning. So they are fanning on Shri Krishna. Bending. And Hatpatmana. This is very important thing. That Hatpatmana, actually, these friends does not have any sin. But here, Shri Shukdevji is saying Hatpatmana. That means their sins are removed. So actually, the sin is that we are not getting the opportunity to serve Shri Krishna. This is the sin. So actually, there is no unauspicious activities with them. So they do not have any sin or offenses because they are Nityaparka. And Hatpatmana means only they have this path, this sin, that we are not getting service of Shri Krishna. So this feeling is just like a sin. So Hatpatmana, there all sins are being removed and they are fanning Shri Krishna. So Hatpatmana. So Hatpatmana, Shri Shukdevji and Shri Shila Swami Vishwanath Chakravarti, they have described it very beautifully. And the path is their desire that is not so far fulfilled. And Shri Krishna has given this opportunity to them in this. So somebody is massaging his leg, feet, somebody is doing fanning. So in this way, Hatpatmana. And then they became very, very much happy. Iti Swanta Kelim Sa Shinvati Varvarnani Moh Jadyadi Sampanna Pramanani Chutu Munmana Pramani Shrotum Unmana misprint. So Pramani Shrotum Unmana. So it is Swakanta Kelim Sashingvati. In this way, Shri Radhika is Varvarnani. Varvarnani is a great quality of a young lady. And Varvarnani is a technical word. Ke Shite Grishme Sukhoshta Sarvangi. Grishme Sukha Shitala Bharta Bhaktacha Ya Nari Vigya Varvarnani. A wife or a lady who is full of chastity and who have this quality that his body is Shite Sukhoshti Sarvangi. Her body is hot in the winter season. And Grishme in summer season, it is cool, and in hot season, in summer season, in winter season, it is hot. So, by touch, who creates a very pleasant touch. So that is called Varvarnani. So this is the description of Varvarnani. So Varvarnani is a special quality of a great lady. And Bharti Bhaktacha, he is Bharti Bhakta. He is always full of chastity and always serving his husband. Pativrata. Sa Nari Vigya Varvarnani. That Nari is called Varvarnani. So here, Varvarnani Shri Radharani. So Radha, what saying of Shri Radharani? Shri Radharani is Varvarnani, very beautiful, as well as always his whole personality is very appropriate to serve Shri Krishna in any way, in every way. So it is Swakant Kelim Sa Srimati Varvarnani. Sa Varvarnani. Shri Radhika is Varvarnani. She is very much pleasant to Shri Krishna, as well as always deputed in the services of Shri Krishna. So she is Varvarnani, and the Bandevi has described the various pastimes of Shri Krishna. And Shri Radhika is very interestfully listening those pastimes, and listening it, she becomes very much happy. So Swakant means his beloved Kelin Sa Srimati. She has heard the pastimes of Shri Krishna. Moh Jadyat Sampanna. And sometimes she becomes full of bewilderness, sometimes stubbornness. Moh and Jad Sampanna. She became. So that moh is due to this feeling that, oh, how fortunate these friends are, that they are serving Shri Krishna and massaging Shri Krishna. Oh, I could not get this opportunity. So, though the opportunity of the fortune of Shri Radharani is far ever, even then, if she sees a little opportunity and little fortune of a friend, she have jealousy with him. So this is a quality of Madhanakshi Bhava. Ayogye Adar or Yogye Niradar. Though she is very much competent, even then she does not respect herself and gives very much respect to the person who have a little opportunity to serve Shri Krishna or a fortune for Shri Krishna. So this is a special quality of Madhanakshi Bhava. So in this way, seeing this, that she all Sakhagana is helping Shri Krishna, Shri Radharani becomes very much perturbed, and sometimes she becomes more bewilderness and sometimes jadi, the stubbornness, and she could not move in this. So moho jadhyati sampanna or pramanani. That means she becomes very much keen to listen more and more qualities of Shri Krishna. Pramani. She is showing her interest in more listening Shri Krishna Katha. And Shrotum Unmana. And she is very much eager to listen it. Shrotum Unmana. Very much keen to listen the other qualities, other pastimes. Always it is Swabhavakti Alankar is there. The nature of love is being described in this way. Gata Shravaitum Radham Sambodhya Sa Sakhim Tada Varnyamas Krishnasya Leela Vinnam Manohara. Radham Sambodhya. Then that one baby. Gata Shravaitum Radham Sambodhya. That Sakhi has made Shri Radhika attempt. Oh Radhika, don't be fainted. Don't be stirred. Just come on, be awakened. In this way, Sambodhya, making Sri Radhika alert. Radham Sambodhya, Gata Shravetum. That Sakhi, that Bandevi, wanted to return to Sri Vrindadevi and to inform, communicate the position of Sri Radhika to Sri Sakhitan as well as to Sri Krishna. That listening these pastimes, Sri Radhika became very, very much perturbed and became sometimes bewildered, faint more qualities. So Gata Share Tum Radham Sambuddhi Sa Sakhi Tada Varnyamas Krishnasya Leela Manoharam. And in this way, she is describing and then when Sri Radhika got alertness, she was evocativeness, then again Sri started to describe the further pastimes of Sri Radharani. Vrishamya Khanmuthita Saparitaha Paryant Saspadini Shraddhavan Avadhaya Dhenu Patuli Paniya Panarthini Balistat Parpalakai Muralka Nadopadishtai Yuta Krishna Bhaskar Nandini Parasaram Asadya Masita Vishwamyakshan Muthita. Shri Krishna is taking rest for a moment, for some times, some minutes, some moments. Shri Krishna is taking rest. And Vishwamyakshan Muthita. And then he arose. Saparitaha Paryanta Saspadini Shuddhavan. And Saparita Paryanta Saspadini. Shri Krishna saw that everywhere there is a new grass. And cows are very much fond of that grass. So, seeing that grass, Shri Krishna wants to feed this grass to cows. So, Paryanta Saspadini. Saspadini means full of grass. Shraddhavan Avadhaya. Shri Krishna is very much Shraddhavan, having very much faith in cows. So, Dhenu Patuli, Paniya Panarthini. Now Shri Krishna wants to make the cows drink the second water. First water, when cows came near of Sri Yamuna from the town to forest, then cows have taken the first water, and now in middle, in noon, Shri Krishna is making them to take the second water. So, Shraddhavan Avadhaya. Shri Krishna has understood that these cows are now very much eager to take the second water, drink second water. So, Dhenu Patli Pani Panarthini. They are thirsty. So, Balai Tat Palikai. Shri Krishna ordered, just carry these cows to Yamuna. And the kids are there and they are taking cows to the bank of Sri Yamuna. So, Balai Tat Palikai. The Paripalak, the other little boys, kids, they have also joined Shri Krishna. So, Tat Paripalikai. And they are very much happy that we are also doing and we are learning how to tend cows. So, Shri Krishna is ordering them, and they are doing according to the order of Shri Krishna. So Bali Tatpar Palkai, Mural ka Navopadishtai Yuta. And Shri Krishna is playing his flute. And according to the sound of that flute, the cows are now proceeding toward Sri Yamuna bank of Yamuna. Mural ka Navopadishtai Yuta. And the cows are Yuta in a group, they are going on. Krishna Bhaskar Nandini Parasaran Asadhyam Asta. In this way, Shri Krishna himself also, the child there, and Shri Krishna himself, Bhaskar Nandini Parasaran, reached on the bank of Sri Yamuna. Bhaskar Nandini means Yamuna, the daughter of Sri Surya. So Bhaskar Nandini Sri Yamuna Parasar, on the premises of Sri Yamuna, Sri Krishna reached, proceed, and Asadya Masatta, Sri Krishna carried them on the bank of Sri Yamuna. So Asadya Masma is Shri Krishna carried them to Yamuna Puli. Bala Kechan Kechana Prasamara Go Mandalim Angaguhu Kechit Krishna Samipe Milta Tatat Guran Ajaguhu Durastha Niktasthita Sakala Gavashti Gopashchite Tulya Priti Mavape Krishna Mavitaha Tulyam Ratin Tandvate. Bala Kechan Kechana Prasamara. Some Balak, some kids are Prasamara Go Mandali. They are following to Go Mandali. They are going with that group of the cows. So some persons are, some kids are following the group of cows. And they are moving with cows. Anvaku. Kechit Krishna Samipe. And some kids are just touching Shri Krishna. And they are embracing the feet of Shri Krishna. So, Kechit Krishna Samipe Milta. Some came near to Shri Krishna. Samipe Milta. And someone are Tattat Gunan Ajagu is of Shri Krishna. Gunan Sanjava. Durastha Niktasthitashcha Sakala Gavashya. Some cows are still staying with Shri Krishna, and some has proceed toward Shri Yamuna Puli. Yamuna. So Durastha Niktasthitashcha Sakala Gava. All cows are moving, sometimes dur, having keeping the distance, and sometimes they are surrounding Shri Krishna. They are standing with Shri Krishna, standing there. So Durastha Niktasthitashcha Sakala Gavashya Gopashya, and other gops are Gopal, cowherds are also with Shri Krishna. Te Tulya Priti Mavape Krishna. And in this way, everyone, either he is at some distance or he is joining Shri Krishna. Everyone is thinking that I am having the same attraction with Shri Krishna and attachment with Shri Krishna as the other person is there. So everybody is feeling very much closer to Shri Krishna. So Durastha Niktasthya. So Tulyam Pritim Avapya. They are getting the equal Priti. Krishnam Avitaha Tulyaratim Tanvate. And they are always Tulyam Ratim Tanvate. They are spreading the same rati for Sri Krishna, same respect and same attachment for Sri Krishna. Rati means the love for Sri Krishna. They are Tanvate means spreading. Again, Bala Kechan Kechana Prasamara. Some of the kids are following cows, Go Mandali and the Go, and they are following them, going behind those cows. Kechit Krishna Samipe. Some of the kids are still staying with Shri Krishna. Milta Stattat Gunan Ajabu. And they are singing various qualities and various pastimes of Shri Krishna. Tattat Gunan Ajabu. Kechit Krishna Samit Durasthan Niktastasya. Some are at the distance and some are near to Shri Krishna. Even then, Sakala Gavashti Gopashate. Every cow and every goat and every kid, they are feeling either they are at distance or near to Shri Krishna. They are feeling the same attachment and same love of Shri Krishna. They are feeling that love. So Tulya Pritim Avasya. They are getting the equal love. And Krishnam Avitaha Tulyam Ratim Tanvate. And either they are at distance or near to Shri Krishna. They are spreading their love for Shri Krishna and bestowing their love for Shri Krishna. Tulya Ratim Tanvate. Tanvate, that means they are expanding their love for Shri Krishna. Dure santu sachetana manibhavo pyundante tat sparshataha kim brumo brijraj putra padyo stam madhuring tanvatoho ya samvyakt tama bhajam bhuj yavad yankavali shalita sa kenapi kadapi kapika kathma pyasinna sanlopita. And now the poet is describing the love of Sri Brijvasigan for Sri Krishna. Dure santu sachetana manibhava. So, need not to describe the reaction of a living person. Even the person who is not living, they are also having very much good reactions, having the touch of Sri Krishna. So either a alive person or a person who is not with life, the thing that is not with life, that means Jal and Chetan, both are having the same reactions. And so, Dure Santu Sachetna, no need of describing the reaction of a living person. Even Manibhava Pyudyanti, Manibhava, that means the earth of Sri Vrindavan, which is made of money, Chintamani. So Manibhava, the earth of Sri Vrindavan, full of jewels. The earth of Vrindavan is api undanti. Undanti means is being baked, and from that the water is shedding. Water is flowing. So the Manibhumi of Sri Vrindavan is also creating water. And water is shedding from those jewels. So Manibhavo api udnanti tat sparshitaha. As Sri Krishna is touching that earth. Due to that, Shri Vrindavan Bhumi is reacting and the water is shedding from there. Kim Bhumbo, Brijiraj Putra Padeo, Stam Madhurin Tanvato. What can be described? What can be said? Because Brijiraj Putra Padeo, Shri Krishna and Balaram both are touching this Vrindavan Bhumi with their feet. So, Padyo Stam Madhurin Tanvato, and touching that feet, this earth is Madhurin Tanvato, is being very, very much beautified. Madhurin Tanvato. So, the beauty of Shri Vrindavan is always increasing by the foot mark of Shri Krishna. And everywhere in Shri Vrindavan, in Shri Govardhan, on the rocks of Govardhan, so many places, the footprint of Shri Krishna is found, footprint of Shri Baldev is found.
Still today, no?
Still, yes, till today, yes. So, Brijiraj Putra Padeo Tam Madhurin Tanvataha. This Vrindavan is Madhurin Tanvataha, is getting beautified by the footprints of Shri Krishna. Yam some Vyakta, and there very clearly see, some things are being seen, some marks, some prints, some marks can be seen still. So ya samvyakta, that means they are showing. Samvyakta tama, dhwaja ambuj yam. Samvyakta tama means they are clearly showing the prints of dhwaj, means flag. Ambuj, that means the kamal or lotus. Ambuj. Yav, jaw, baldi. Adi Ankavali. So Krishna has 19 footprints in both of her is
symbols.
So those signs are there. Chandardham Kalsham Tripon Dhamshi Kham Goshpadam Proshtakam Shankham Sabhyapade Dakshipade Konashtakam Swastikam Chakram Chhatra Yava Ankush Dhwaj Pavi Jambu Urdhrekha Ambujam Vibhram Hari Unvishati Maha Lakshmi Architanandrin Bhaje. These are 19 Charanachin marks in signs in the feet of Shri Krishna. And in the same way, the Charanachinda are also found in the feet of Shri Radharani. Chhatra, Asi, Dhwaja, Balli, Pushpa, Balayam, Padma, Urdha, Rekhankusham, Ardhendum, Yavam, Bam, Manaya, Shaktim, Gadam, Sendanam, Vedi, Kundal, Matsya, Parvatadaram, Dhatteva, Sabhyampadam, Tam, Radhan, Chirun, Vishati Maha, Lakshmi Architanandrin Bhaje. Shri Radharani is also having 19 signs in her feet. And
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has 19 and 19. 38, and in that 38, 10 signs are common. So it remains 28, and 4 are also them. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is having 32 signs in her feet.
Oh, and Gadadhar Pandit?
Yeah? Gadadhar Pandit, the same Radharani. As Radharani has, so the same footprint she has. same signs. Yes. So in Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Dand, Kamandal, Mala, and Kun. That means tortoise, kachua.
Kuma, yeah, turtle.
Tortoise. So these four are also. So 28. So 19 and 19 are 38, and 10 are common. So that means there remains 28, and 4 are extra. In this way, 32 marks Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also having. So in this way. So, Dure Santo Sachetana Mulibho Pyudnyanti. So what saying of the living person, even the stud and not living, material, the material thing, material Manibhuvaha, the Manibhumi, the jewel earth of Shri Vrindavan is Udanti, is being perspiration rated, and the water is shedding from it. Kim Bimo Brijraj Putra Padeho Madhuri Tanvato, as they are having the touch of Shri Shamsundar. Due to that, the water is shedding there. Sa Samvyakta Tam, and very clearly the sign of Shri Krishna feet can be seen on the earth of Shri Vrindavan. They are Dhwaja Amboji Yav, this, the flag, the lotus, the Yav, Bali, these all children, 19 marks can be seen. Ankavali Shalita. So they are having those sign upon them. Shri Govardhan and Vrindavan Bhumi. So they are having those signs. Sa kenapi kadapi kapi kathamapi asri nasalupita. And these marks, these signs are not kenapi, kadapi, and kapi. Neither any mark, at any time, by anyone. They are not erased ever, and they are still found in various places. Bhaktam kor hati goparaj yuvaraj syangh pankeje ho saugandhyam kshati bakshase pranayato leela gatim nesyato ankeshwev vishankaya batdhiya saugandhya bandhandhaya punji bhuyi vidhuyi kunj kusumam gunjanti pushpandhaya. Bhaktam korhat goparaj yuvaraj syangh pankajiyo. So who can have this quality that he can describe fully the saugandh, the fragrance of Shri Krishna feet? So ko arhati, that means nobody is able to describe fully effect of that beauty and that fragrance. Yuvarajasya Angri Pankajiyo. Yuvaraj means Shri Krishna. And the Angri Pankaj, his feet is just like, is lotus-like, and its saugandhyam, its fragrance is so beautiful and so pleasant that Shri Vrindavan Bhumi, the earth of Shri Vrindavan, is always observing and having it with it. So saugandhyam chati bakshasi, and that sugandhi is always transferred in the heart of Shri Vrindavan chest, in the chest of Shri Vrindavan. in the breast of Shri Vrindasaki, Vrindavan. Pranatiyo, Leela Gatin Nesteo. When Shri Krishna is moving, then the fragrance of his lotus-like feet is transferred to the earth of Shri Vrindavan. And Leela Gatin Nesteo, it shows that wherever Shri Krishna paces, Shri Vrindavan always offers her breast, and always that feet of Shri Krishna is placed on the breast of Shri Vrinda. Vrinda. Yes, the same Bhav. Yatis. So, Leela Gatin Nestayo, when Shri Krishna is moving, as if Shri Vrindavan is producing the Sthal Kamal or the breast of Shri Vrindavan Bhumi. Ankeshwev Vishankaya Bhatdiya Saugand Bandhandhaya. Ankeshwev Vishankaya Bhatdiya Saugand Bandhandhaya Punji Bhui Vidhui Kunj Kusumam Gunjant Pushpandya. And the all bees Pushpandya. Ankeshu ev Vishankaya Bhatdiya Saugand Bandhya. Saugand Bandhya means being attracted with that fragrance. The bees are always coming, and rather than going on the blooming lotus, rather than going on the blooming flowers, they just rest on the footprint of Shri Krishna because it has the same fragrance as well as the same figure. So, seeing that, they are thinking and they are confused that this is also a flower. So they come and they rest on the footprint of Shri Krishna. Excellent.
They think that is the shape of the lotus?
Yes. So, like a petal.
Yes. And they are confused.
And rather than going on the real lotus or the real flowers, they rest on that footprint. So, Ankeshu ev Vishankaya Bhatdiya. So, on the ankle, on that lotus feet, on that marks, Vishankaya, being confused. Saugand Bandhaya, and as it is giving and spreading the fragrance also. So, Punji Bhui, with groups, they are Kunj Kusmam Gunjanti. They are resting on them, and Kunj Kusmam Gunjanti Pushpandeha, being Pushpand, that means bees. They are Gunjanti and they are praying the beauty, and they are calling the other person, just you come here and you also take this fragrance. So, Ankeshu Vishankaya Bhatdiya Saugand Bandhandhaya Punji Bhui Vidhui Kunj Kusmam Gunjante Pushpandhaya. So, it is Utpreksha Alankar, and Bhaktum Korat Go again. Bhaktum Korat Goparaj Yuvesya Angre Pankajiyo. Goparaj, that means Shri Nanda, and his Yuvaraj is Shri Krishna, and his feet is just like the lotus. And it is always spreading the fragrance, Saugandhi. So, the quality and the effect of that Sugandh cannot be described anymore. Kshati Vakshasek Pralayato, and Shri Vrindavan is always having it on his Shri Vrindavan, Vrindadevi. Vrindavan, she is also having that on his baksha, on his breast. And Leela Katinyasato, Shri Krishna is placing his feet very beautifully in Shri Vrindavan and Ankeshwaru Vishankaya, and it is leaving the marks, footmarks there, footprints there, and seeing that those footprints, the bees are confused, and they, rather than going to the blooming flowers and lotus, they rushes on those footprints. Saugandhi Bandhandhya, and became confused and attracted by that Sugandh. Punji Bhui Bhui Punji Kusumam Gunjanti, and Punji Bhui, that means making the groups, they rushes and they always roam over those footprints. Gunjanti Pushpandhya. And Gunjanti, that means as if they are praying the beauty and calling to other persons, motivating other persons that you should also take shelter of these footprints. Very fine. Tushni kan mukhri karoti, mukhram tushni karotyam bhasam, stambham stambhavatam dirvam dhutmati snigdhatvam ugraujasam, karnabhyan mupetya turna sakritam sakrit imam vidhatte kramam tam vaishim adhare nidhaya madhure krishna jagau panchama. While Shri Krishna, Krishnam jagau panchama. So, Tushni kan mukhri karoti. The sound of the flute of Shri Krishna. Tushni kan, the person who are mute. But this Banshi makes them very much full of voice. So the person who is mute, the things, those are mute, they became talkative.
Talkative.
So Tushni kan mukhri karoti. So it creates the mute persons, dumb persons, mukhri karte, talkative. Tushni kan mukhri karoti. The person who is dumb, it makes them very much talkative. And mukhram tushni karoti. And who are talkative, they became mute. Mukhram tushni karoti. That means why Shri Krishna is playing Banshi, no bird is disturbing him, or no bird is making noise. Being very much mute, as if they are Rishigan and they are in their meditation. They always have mute and they are listening. And while Shri Krishna is taking rest or is taking the interval before reciting the other tune, at that interval, they always praise, wow, wow, very fine, good, Radha Krishna. In this way, they talking, they always praise and hail the music of Shri Krishna in this way. So, not in middle, at the right time, at the right point, where Shri Krishna is showing some extraordinary skill or extraordinary way of playing flute or the music. The akarshan or the specialty of music is when it is manifested only at that time, at the right point, they praise it. So, because it always can be understood that a person who knows music, he will hail at the right time. And some person is only if he is hailing and praising at any time, it shows that he knows nothing about music. So these Rishigana are also very, very much clever and expert in music. So Tushnikam Mukhri Karoti and Mukhanan Pushni Karoti. The person who is Mukha, who is talkative, he becomes mute. Bilkul. Mukhri Karoti. Or Ammasam Stambham. This Banshi creates the flowing water stat. Amlasam Stambham. So it creates the flowing water stat. And Stambhavatam Dravam. And those are stat. From then, there, the water starts to shake. So, who are stable, from then the water comes. So, Stambhavatam Dravam.
The non-moving is moving, the moving is non-moving.
Yes. Moving, Jar Chetan becomes Jar. And Dhurtamatis Nidhatvam Ugravajisam. And Dhurtamatis Nidhatvam. And the thing, Snidhatvam Ugravajisam. And who have the very smooth nature, that becomes ugra, that becomes sometimes very much what do you say, ugra, harder, yes. So the delicate things becomes harder, the smooth things becomes very rough type. So so everything is becomes reverse.
Opposite.
So change, yes. Disturb. A karna bhyanamupetya turnam asakrit. And karna bhyanamupetya turnam asakrit imam vidhatte kramam. And while this banshi reaches in the ear of a person, then karna abhyanamupetya, touching the premises of the ear, it creates turnam asakrit imam vidhatte kramam. Asakrit means nonethelessly, but again and again, repeatedly. Imam vidhatte kramam. The person want to listen the same thing repeated again and again. So karna bhyanamupetya turnam asakrit imam vidhatte kramam. It makes the person very much creative, full of actions. The person who is not having action, it becomes actionful. Tam Vaishim Adhare Nidhaya Madharam. In this way, the Shri Krishna is placing his Vaishi on his Adhar and Krishna Jago Panchamam. And Shri Krishna at that time, Jago Panchamam, played the Vaishi on the top scale, Panchamam.
Fifth note.
Yes, Panchamam.
Fifth note.
Panch. So, Panch. So Shri, on the top scale, Shri Krishna is playing that Banshi. So this Banshi is Aspandanam Gatimatam, as it is described in Shri Venugi. Aspandanam Gatimatam Pulkastanunam Niryogopash Lakshanayor Vichitram. The Gatimatam, who has the movement they became stuck, and the person, the thing that is stuck, it becomes full of movements. So the nature is always change. And Shri, sometimes it is described that at the evening time, some gopi goes that where Shri Krishna is to search Shri Krishna. And the other gopi says, oh, don't stay here. Just go, flee from this place. Because a magician come here, and if he will play his flute, then you will forget everything. So don't stay here. This is a very dangerous place. Tarle nakur bilamam kumham sambhartya mandiram yahi. Yavan mohan mantram na iryati mohno vanshi. Because a magician will play his flute, and that mantra, if that mantra enters into your ear, then you will not be able to perform any duties of your home. So you will forget all household duties. So don't stay here, because he will bewilder you by his magic. So don't stay here. And we normally stayed there. And by heart, by intention, we remains there. And when Shri Krishna plays his vanshi, listening it, being a alive person, we become stuck and we cannot move. And the Yamuna water also became stuck. And the flow is stopped. And where our pitcher is floating, we cannot even to catch that our pitcher in the flow, in the stream of Sri Yamuna. So this position. And only by our previous experience and abhyas, our nature, we reaches to our home, and there we perform by our practice. Our limbs are doing all work, and while we are cooking, then our cooking does not complete ever, because from the fuel, the wood that is in the oven, that creates the flow of madhu, and we became sister. So our fire is always quenched and it is not working. So due to that, our cooking was not ever completed. So
out of habit, huh? They
Yes.
do their work, but they cannot complete cooking because the fire also runs away.
Yes,
like
yes,
everything runs
and,
away.
and fire is quenched, extinguished. Fire is just
Extinguished,
finished.
yes, by the water.
Yes, yes,
That is running.
extinguished. Because due to the flow is coming of water and honey is coming from that wood, and by the plenty of that water and honey, the fire is quenched, and we cannot make it, because emit it, due to that we ourselves becomes very much stuck. So due to that, our cooking is not full. So they complained Shri Krishna on the next day that Murrepu Ramdhana Samay Makun Murli Maho Madhuram. Oh Murlepu, oh Krishna, please remember that Randhan Samay, while we are busy in our cooking, at that time, Makur Mulli Maho Madhuram, please do not play your banshi. At least at the time of our cooking, please never play your banshi. Because Indhan Meti, so our Indhan, that fuel becomes very bad, and it is not working, it is not burning, and we also becomes stuck. So please remember that you should not play your banshi at the time of our cooking. At least. Murpurandhan Sabe, Mapuruli Mahu Madaram, Niras Innan Rasatam. The dry flute becomes rust, full of rust, back, and we also became stud. So in this way, please. So here everything is disturbed by the banshi. So he is saying, Pushti kan mukhri karoti. Who are mute, they became talkative. And mukhram pushtim karoti. And the person who is talkative, he becomes mute. Stambha, astambhas, ambasam stambham. The water is, the flow of water is stopped. And stambhavatam dravam. And the thing that is stuck from that water is starts to flow. Dhruvam dhrutamati snigdhatvam ugraujasam. And the thing that is very much delicate, that becomes very hard, and the hard things becomes very much delicate. The smooth things becomes very much rough, and rough things becomes very much smooth. Karnabhyam samupetya turnam askrit yemam vidhatte kramam. And while this sound enters into the premises of our ear, it becomes, it makes us kramam on the other way. It makes our reverse, we reverse, and we cannot do listening that thing. So tam vaishim adharendrai. So at last they sometimes complains Shri Krishna that at least please do not play your banshi while you are in cooking. Tam vaishim adharendrai. And Shri Krishna is having that banshi on his lips, and Madharam Krishna Jaro Panchamam. And Shri Krishna started to play that banshi so that cows may come at the place, at the bank of Sri Yamuna, and they can drink the second water. So it is a Virodhas Alangar. Yeah. So it hyperbole and Virodha, but it is not hyperbole. It is in Vrindavan. It is a very natural sthiti. So it is not hyperbole. Swatva dharma viparyasai vedu naram mritothitai. Swatva dharma viparyasai vedu naram mritothitai. Sasattik vikarishcha tadabhut vyakula tabi. That Atvi, Shivrindavan, tadabhut vyakula becomes very much perturbed. Swatva dharma viparyasai, because they have left their natural qualities, natural dharma. So Swatva means the natural qualities. Viparyasai becomes reverse. Vedunaram mritothitai, as the nectar of Veduna is always rising. So listening it, they have left their natural attitude, nature way, and they have taken the other way. So sattvic vikarishya, and in this way, everyone is having sattvic vikar. Tadabhut vyakula to be. That Vrindavan becomes vyakul by the sattvic vikar. That means natural
Transformation.
Yes.
Transformation.
Yes.
Transcendental
Transcendental. Transformation. Transistor transformation, it becomes. And now, how the sattvic vikar are being found, he is describing this. कि प्रोद्यत बेफुत उच्चल स्थिर चई स्तब्धा जड़ी जंगमई प्रसन्न स्रवदक्षु जाल सलिलई श्वेता प्रसूनोत्करी शाश्वत पुष्प मधुद्रवई स्वर विधा युक्ता खगाली रवई रोमांचाल युता लतांकुर चई वृंदावनी सार्वभौम. In this way, Vrindavan is having the 8 spontaneous sattvic bhav in her body. Shri Vrindavan is the Bhumi of Vrindavan, or Vrinda Sakhi is having the spontaneous changes and spontaneous feelings.
Ecstatic symptoms. Ecstatic symptoms.
Ecstatic symptoms. That is sattvic bhav.
Yes.
So ecstatic symptoms in the body of Shri Vrindavan. So one sattvic bhav is bepathu, trembling. So prodyat bepathu ucchalat sthir chai. The sthir thing, the sthir things are also trembling. So this is sattvic bhav. Prodyat means very higher. Bepathu means trembling. Ucchalat sthir chai. The sthir things are now trembling. So this is sattvic bhav. Bepathu. Now stabdha. Stabdha is studness. So jai, jangamai. And jangam, the person who is moving, the creatures who are moving, they becomes stabdha, stud. Jangam. So the second hook, first is bepathu, second is stabdhata. Trembling and stunness.
Stunned.
Stunness. And prasvinna, sravat, and sometimes they prasvin, they are having the sweat. So they are transpiration. Yes, perspiration is being done there. So prasvinna means perspiration. Sweat is coming out, shedding. So prasvinna. Then shravat ashrujal. The fourth thing is tears. So shravat ashrujal. They are continuously, Shri Vrindavan is BP. Vrindavan Sakhi is BP. The shravat ashrujal salulai. Continuously the water is shedding. And shweta prasunotkari. And sometimes the color, complexion of the face is changing. That is called vivarnata. And here, shweta prasunotkali. Shri Vrindavan, everywhere in Vrindavan, the white flowers are blooming. As if Shri Vrindavan is getting the vivarnata. And his face is changing and became living its reddishness. It becomes white with chinta, with anxiety. So in anxiety, the face becomes quite white. In the same way, Shweta Prasunuttare. Prasun means flowers. By that, it becomes very white. And Sashu Pushpa Madhudrabai. And the Madhudrav, that means sometimes Lalasrab, sometimes Slava, and sometimes Ashru. So Sashu Pushpa Madhudrabai. And from trees, the honey is shedding. Madhudrava is shedding. Honey is shedding. So it is as if the saliva or the ashru, the tears are shedding. That is also a sattvic bhav. And Swarveda, the chalk of a thought, is also found. It is also a sattvic bhav. So Kanthavarot, Swarveda, change of the noise from thought chalking, that is Khagali Ravi. So Pakshi, all birds are also very much mute and they are not talking. Khagali Ravi. Romanchali Yuta, Latankur Chai. And in creepers, the new leaves are coming out. So Romanchali Yuta, as if they are having the Romanche. Yes. So here's are standing there. Horripilation. Horripilation. Yes. Horripilation. So Romanchal Yuta, Latanko change, Brindatvi Savahu. In this way, that Brindatvi becomes full of Ashta Sattvic Bhav. And so many Sattvic Bhav. So Bepathu, Stabdhata, Prasunnata, Manashwet, Ashru, and Shweta, that means change of complexion, and Sashru Pulak, Lalasra, and Swarveda, choking of throat, and Romanch, horripilation,
Yes.
horripilation, and so in this way, 8 these all Sattvic Bhav are coming in Shri Vrindavan.
Wow.
So very beautifully is very full of imaginary description is that as if Shri Vrindavan is having the 8 Sattvic Bhav, and he is describing whole Sattvic Bhav in Shri Vrindavan.
Maharaj, it is not imagination, it is the real thing.
Yes.
Not
Of course. Thank you.
It's not Alankar, it's really.
He's rectifying me. That actually, this is not the imagination of a poet. Whatever he is saying, he is describing it.
Yeah.
And Shri Vrindavan is not a Jarvastu. Shri Vrindavan is a Chetan. And being Chetan, Shri Vrindavan Sakhi is feeling all these things. But here, the Utpreksha Alankar is and he is imposing, not imposing, but seeing, but the thing that is to be imposed, it is really found in Shri Vrindavan. And very beautiful that how Shri Vrindavan is feeling the Ashta Sattvic Bhav, 8 Sattvic Bhav, he is describing in this. The Krishna Bhav number, from Krishna Bhav number, he has chosen this verse. Very amazing. Kunja Bhing Vihang Pancham Kala Lapo Lasanti Hare Shot Tat Paktrim Sat Phalo Kar Rasol Lasatili Sabhavat Sampulla Nalni Vilas Bilsat Valli Matalli Nati Lasya Chadi Magal Mudita Sarvendriya Lahaduni. So all Shri Vrindavan is a Sakhi and Vrindavan Sakhi is feeling all Alhad, and not only the Sattvic Bhav, but all Anubhav are also found in Shri Vrindavan. So Anubhav means reactions. So reactions are also found in Shri Vrindavan. Kunja Bhrang Vyang Pancham Kala. Kuja Bhrang Vyang Pancham Kala. In Shri Vrindavan, Bhrang and Bhrang means bees and Vyang means birds are kuja, making noise. So humming of bees and the chattering of the birds. Pancham Kala Alapo Lasanti, and the Pakshi birds are singing in the highest top pitch, top scale. So Pancham Kala Alap Ullasanti. They are talking in very loudly and in the highest scale.
The bird can normally do, or especially doing fifth note at that.
No, that means they are not only talking or murmuring.
Well, normally also they can go.
Normally they are chirping while Krishna visits them.
No. When Shri Krishna is playing, listening the sound of Shri Krishna.
Only then.
Only then.
Not
Sometimes not, but not. Sometimes they do not speak in the Pancham Swar. They it is normal, but now with joy they are shouting. Saying this. So it is when Shri Krishna is playing flute.
Like Koyal.
Yes, a Koyal and other all persons are very much loudly.
Now when we hear Koyal, that is the fifth note or the fourth or third? Is lower.
No. Normally Koyal is the sound of Koyal is considered a model of Pancham, and the sound of a elephant is considered as courage. Courage, the first one. So, Sare Gama Pa. So Pa is of Koyal, and Sa is of donkey. And Re is of Mayur.
Peacock.
And peacock. And Ga is considered, the sound of Ga is considered of the elephant. Gandhar. So Gandhar is of elephant. So these beasts or these creatures are the symbol, and it is considered that they have taken the sound of these various creatures, and that is the model. And the pitch is normally the model, a standard pitch of that. So
Even donkey nice also considered as first sir.
yes. कहते हैं क्या गधे की तरह से गधे में गधे की तरह से गा रहा है. So they have described in this way, and the swar of Sarp is also there, Harin is also there. So these 7 notes are of 7 creatures. I may some confused or forgetting, but they are in this way. So Pancham is of Koyal. So Kunjan Bhrang Vyangam, and Bhrang is the bees are humming, and Vyang Panchamam, and the Koyal Kuku is Pancham. Kalap Alop Alap Ullasme, they are singing. और हरे चोत हरे चोता पंत्रिम असत फलोत्कर रसोल्लासाटवी साभव. And in this way, Hare, while Shri Krishna is singing, then Chot Paktrim Satphal, the ripe fruits are Chot, means they are dropped. Chot.
Ripened fruit fell down.
Yes, they fell down. They are dropped. So Hare means why Shri Krishna is playing Vanshi. Then Chot means the ripe fruits. Chot means is dropped. Paktir means they are ripe. Sat phal, very beautiful phal. They are coming down. Rasol lasatvi. So in this way, Shri Vrindavan is expressing as if she is Shri Vrindavan Sakhi is very much happy. So Rasol lasatvi sabha. And in this way, this atvi, this Vrindavan becomes the expression is expressing his ras.
Expressing.
Yes. So it is expressing his ras. And Sampul Nalni Bilasi. And Nalni means the Kamalni. Lilies are blooming there. So Sampul Nalni Bilasi. Besar Balli Matalli Naki. And Matalli, Balli Matalli Naki. And Balli, that means Mallika is a flower. So Mallika creeper is also jasmine. So that is also blooming. So Malli, Matalli, Naki. It is just like a dancer. So the jasmine creeper is just like a dancing. It is dancing. Lasya Chari Ganal Mudita. And they are instructor of their dancing. What is it? Curator.
Coordinator.
Coordinator. So coordinator.
Maybe choreography.
Choreographer. Yes,
Choreographer.
choreographer. Choreographer. The choreographer is Marut. So choreographer is Marut. Why? So the Bindi is a choreographer. And it is by its instructions, all these Lata are dancing.
Oh.
So Rupak, very fine Rupak is there. So Malgan. So Malgan is just like a choreographer, and by that all these Lata are dancing according to his instructions. Mudita, Sarvendriya Alhadni. And everyone is Alhadni is being very much happy in this way. And Pushpai Hasya, we should stop. Pushpai Hasya Brahmari Ganam, Pandai Lasyam Madhur Panam, Datta Starva Swapalait Khanam, Kurvantya Bhyagat Hari Manam. And in this way, Shri Vrindavan is respecting Shri Krishna. And while a guest comes, then Pushpai Hasya, Vrindavan is welcoming him. Vrindavan Sakhi is welcoming Shri Krishna by Pushpai Hasya, by blooming the flowers as if showing his smile. So by smile, full of a smile, he is welcoming Shri Krishna. Pushpai Hasya. Brahmari Ganam. And through Brahmar Ganam, Shri Vrindavan is singing that welcome, welcome, welcome song. Shri Vrindavan is singing the welcome song by Brahmari, by bees. And Parnai Lasyam. and the leaves are dancing as if they are welcoming Shri Krishna. Leaves are dancing. And Madhuvir Panam, and offering honey. That means Madhuvir Panam. And once in respect offers water, in the same way here Madhuvir Panam. The madhu, honey is dropping, and it is as if pan. And Dadhatas Tarva Swaphalai Khanam, and Birksha, all trees are feeding Shri Krishna. So Dadhatas Tarva Swaphalai Khanam, they are offering the fruits, and that is a feast for Shri Krishna. So Sohali Khanam, Khanam is offering the food to Shri Krishna, lunch to Shri Krishna, or the feast to Shri Krishna. In this way, Abhyagat Harimanam, as Shri Krishna is a great, and Shri is respecting him. So in this way, Shri Vrindavan is respecting. This is also Utprekshalanka. Here he is saying as if is thinking as if Shri Vrindavan is respecting Shri Krishna. Aligayak Chumbit Kusmasyam, Pallav Patu Batu Bivata Suhasyam, Dadati Rahasi Bidhati Lasyam, Vyatnat Balli Tati Apidasyam. Ali Gayak Chumbit Kusumasyam. Ali Gayak Chumbit Kusumasyam. The bees are singing, and in excitement, they Chumbit Kusumasyam. They are resting on the blooming flowers. So as in excitement, one kisses to other. In the same way, these Aligayak Chumbit Kusmasyam is kissing the faces of the flowers. Pallav Pat Vrita Suhasyam, and Lata are just having their veil down. So Pallav Pat, their leaves are just like the veil, and they are covering their face with happiness and just with respect. They are covering their faces with that veil. So Pallav Pat Brita Suhasyam, and in this way they are smiling also, and that smile is coming out of that veil. Dadati Rahasi Bidhati Lasyam, and in this way Bidhati Lasyam, the Lata are dancing, the creepers are dancing as if they are very much happy and showing the respect for Shri Krishna by dancing. So Dadati Rahasi Bidhati Lasyam, Vyatunat Balli Tati Apidasyam. In this way, Balli Tati means the line of creepers is also Vyatanut Dasyam, is showing his Dasyam. In this way, while Shri Krishna entered there, then everybody is very, very much happy. In this way, and everyone is welcoming Shri Krishna, and it is described that all Vrindavan is having the Sattvic Bhav, and as well as so many transist Sanchari Bhav. Sanchari Bhav and Sattvic Bhav and Anubhav, they are shown. So in this way, Shri Krishna is welcomed in Shri Vrindavan.
According to their own nature, they are welcoming.
Yes. And though it is the nature of nature,
Yeah.
even then, in Vrindavan, it is not only a natural activity, but it is a spontaneous activity of their love for Shri Krishna. And everything in Shri Vrindavan is a living entity, and as they are working and they are reacting as a living entity.
They have consciousness.
Yes, consciousness, not unconscious, unconscious. Guru Shivaran Mohanlal ki
Jai.
Jai Gaur
Hari.
Jai.
Jai.
No, the public.